How's it going, everyone? Yes, ignore the van on the screen. I had to whack a game on to be able to stream to all devices, but luckily now I can go live to TikTok from the computer. Finally, be able to go live from TikTok from the computer, but I had to add a game onto the stream. But it's one of them, kids. You gotta do what you gotta do. So the stream today is all about our Uber drivers quitting. Because as we know, Make Tax Digital's coming in. Uber's reporting us. There's a lot of problems at the moment, isn't there? So, the rumour is, and the general, like what I'm seeing online, is a lot of people are either quitting Uber, moving company completely, as in like a local company, going on the Acnes or something like that, or literally going back to employment. Do you know on Facebook what's the mile per gallon on that, mate? Lads, I don't even know what it is. Ivico. Lads, I got no idea, mate. I don't even know what's let's have a look. I don't even know how to find out, lad. Yeah. So what happened was, when I started live streaming, they wouldn't allow me to stream from the computer to all social media. So I had to have multiple devices streaming, and I was missing a lot of TikTok comments and stuff like that. So I read online, I'll be able to stream to all social media as long as I'm gaming. Realistically, I'm gaming, aren't I? Not really. I'm not really playing it, like, but do you know what I mean? If it goes quiet or it goes dead, I can go for a little drive if I want to, but realistically, it's just to beat the system. Do you know what I mean? But I've come on a bit early today. Normally it's 10 o'clock. But we have to just wait and see, won't we? Yeah, a few of the lads I spoke to recently, they're talking about going on like the heavy goods or going into the buses is a popular one. But each to their own, innit? Everyone's happy with whatever they're happy with. Some people still love it, some people hate it. It's become a bit of a Marmite job lately, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Hiya, Luke on TikTok. Thanks for joining in, mate. I can actually see TikTok flipping chat now on the screen because of this new setup. So Delta, I've heard, is struggling, mate. I've heard. Recently, someone moved from Delta to Uber and said it was busier. But obviously, I can only relay information that other people tell me. Do you get me? I haven't worked Delta in years, mate. I worked Delta during COVID, but not for years. IA Tiles, hello, mate. I've left this month. I'm moving to a local cab company in MK. Oh, are you, mate? Yeah. There's a few of the lads in my WhatsApp group from MK. What are they now? I can't even think the company is. There's a Skyline or something like that. Take Me and all them. They're in MK, aren't they? See you on TikTok, how are we, mate? Uber wants us to leave so they can put more driverless vehicles on the road. Realistically, I agree with you in the future, but at the moment, mate, the miles off from putting mainstream driverless taxis on the road, mate. I think it's going to be a while off. It's going to be a while off, mate, before drivers start replacing drivers. I just think the way the rates have gone, the rates have dropped, haven't they? They're reporting all your earnings, so all the lads blagging the tax will be legging it. And obviously, Make Tax Digital is going to be a pain in the backside. So, realistically, yeah. Hello, Mr. Cheap Talk on YouTube. How are we, mate? The only driver that leaves the platform is those who don't do a tax return. These Uber drivers earn well each week, maybe a lot of hours, but good returns. Could be, mate. I know lads that have private messaged me saying that, like, oh, best register for self-employment and stuff like that. There's loads blagging it, mate. Loads on UC, Universal Credit, and all that. Loads blagging it. But you can't get away with it no more, can you? That's the thing. You can't get away with it no more. Rob, watch out for Inspector Sergi. I know, lad. HMRC there. Uber drivers have at least another 2 years. I reckon ages away, mate. I really do. Uber haven't even launched driverless taxis in the US yet. They're going to start pushing the US before they come to Liverpool, before they come to the UK, mate. I'd say so. Is Uber worth doing in Preston area? No idea, matey. No idea. Yeah, well and truly out of my thingy there. Hello, who makes the most money? Private chauffeur like a V-Class Mercedes, etc. Or who makes the most money? So the person who makes the most money, mate, is probably the lads bouncing around in the Ford Fiestas and the Toyota Yaris's. Do you know what I mean? They're the lads that are probably making the most money. If you're in a V-Class, mate, and you're not getting a high-end chauffeur work because it's quite clicky, it's hard to get into, mate, then you're bouncing around on Uber in a V-Class. It ain't going to be good for business, that lad. Yeah, mate. You think about it, mate. Someone in a Mercedes V-Class could be earning $1,000 a week, as an example. The lad in the Ford Fiesta's earning 800 quid a week. Do you know what I mean? But the V-Class is paying out 600 quid a week in expenses. The Fiesta's paying 200. You know, it's just an example. But people always focus on the income. And you've got to focus on the outgoings. That's where you make your money. It's not increasing your income by getting a V-Class or getting something that expensive. It's reducing your expenses and earning the same money. That's your best bet. People go to me, I might swap my car and go exec on Uber. And I go, why? And he goes, Uber exec. I went, but the amount of Uber exec jobs you're going to get compared to how much expenses you're going to do. Do you know what I mean? You got to weigh it all up, mate. You got to weigh it all up. In my opinion, I know lads on V-Classes doing really well, chauffeur work. I know lads on in V-Classes, full-time Uber, can't get into the chauffeur work, and it's killing them. Every electric door opening, those cables snap, those motors snap, costing you a fortune, mate. Honestly, it is a good balance. It's a good balance, mate, but you need to find out your perfect niche. Hybrid, full electric, if you can home charge. Do you get me? That's your best bet. So obviously I joke because it's good for the views, but I joke at the lads in the Fiestas. I joke with the lads in the Toyota Yaris's and all them, but they're the ones that are making the money. They're the ones that are making the money, mate. Honestly, it is mad how you look at it. If you work 40 hours a week, how much profit can you make each week? Well, realistically, mate, 40 hours a week will bank you about 700-800 quid a week, and your expenses are 40 to 50%. So 700-800 quid a week minus 40-50%, 350 maybe 400 for 40 hours. Most drivers make their money and their profit later on in the week. So when you start hitting the 50-60 hours, that's when you start making your money, mate. Is it better renting or a cheap car? Totally personal preference. If you rent, it's more expensive, but you can claim the full amount off your tax bill. And there's not many worries or stresses because the guys obviously replace the vehicle if it's broke or fix it. If you own your own car, you'd have a lot of sneaky surprises, like your brakes going, you know, repairs, etc., etc. So it's dependent how you feel and what you're into. Aye, mate, for now, just use Uber as a side part-time job, then it's worth it, if not, nah. That's it, mate. Or like your Uber Eats or your whatever. Am I carrying on with Uber? I haven't worked Uber in September, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's not for me, mate, no more. I'm not happy the way it's going with the rates and everything else. Paul on Twitch, thanks, mate. Matty, if you pick up at Man Air for Uber, do they send you into express pickup? And if you do leave a customer in the car when you go pay token to get out? So you don't have to get a token to get out. You can pay on the exit. You don't have to get out the car, mate. You can put the token in at the exit and pay contactless. Unless it's changed since I've been there. But I'm pretty sure it's ANPR most of the pick up and drop offs now, mate. Yeah, Rob, the V-Class exec work will pay more per month income, but it won't outweigh your Uber X in a cheap paid full car. So what he's saying is you'll earn more in the V-Class, won't you? But your private hire vehicle, your cheap private hire vehicle's probably profiting more. Do you know what I mean? Morning, commuter. Sorry, the chat's going mental. If I miss a comment, I do apologise. Morning, morning, morning. Renting vehicles, paying 150 to 200 quid a week, plus insurance on top. Got to make it at least £1,000 a month without fuel, making a penny for themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Renting is more expensive, but there's no stress. I've rented and I've owned. I've done both, mate. And when I've rented, it's so much stressless. It's more expensive. It's harder to hit your target, but it's so stressless. If the car doesn't start in the morning, not like that, I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? If I scratch, you curb the wheel, not that bothered. Certain cars I've had in the past, mate, I'm like that in the morning. Please, please, for the love of God, start. And you get to work, do you know what I mean? So there's pros and cons of renting and owning, mate. There is. So it depends on how you feel and how you want to do it. Higher bills, less worry. Lower bills with surprise expenses that you might not know of, more stress. Do you know what I mean? Because I've owned a car and something's gone and it's £3,000 and you're like, oh no. Do you know what I mean? Prius hybrid. I was at Uber Eats Just Eat driver now on Uber Taxi and it's going okay. Max £2 a mile. It's been okay for coming in 4 months. Now you see, Rick, is right, mate. If it works for you, fantastic, lad. Fantastic. Stock on Twitch, how are we, mate? What's happened to your Hackney badge? I've got both, mate. I'll never give up my badge or badges. Do you know what I mean? A rented a car can be a lot more expensive than owning one. That said, the rental payments are fully tax deductible. Commuter, that's what a lot of people don't realise, mate. When you're renting off a settled company and you're paying 200, 250 quid a week, yeah, it's grand a month in it with insurance. That full grand is an expense, right? But when you own your own vehicle, you can only claim your depreciation off that vehicle. You can only claim your interest rates on the finance. Do you know what I mean? So you can't claim the full amount. So renting is definitely a good choice for full timers. Obviously, you never rent as a part timer. You'll never make the money. How come you don't do Alpha anymore, mate? I drive for Alpha. Don't know if I should try Uber. Also, my car plus settlers 360. Your car plus settlers 360. Oh, with Alpha. Yeah, but every penny after that's yours. Yeah, mate. Some people pay 360 quid in just commission for Uber. Do you know what I mean? You got to remember, mate, if you're happy working locals, I'd stick to locals because Uber's easier, right? But you earn less, I think, anyway, because the rates are low. You're doing high miles, and obviously the commission and stuff is high. With your local company, as soon as you hit that cap commission, it's all profit, mate. Do you know what I mean? But once you have an experience of Uber and how easy it is, it's like people delivering. It's not proper taxi driving, is it? It's like people delivering. It is. So, like, when you're dropping off on Uber, it's so much easier than local companies. So if you haven't tasted or experienced Uber, I wouldn't, mate. Because it's hard to go back. It is. Soon as you go Uber, mate. You know that story, once you go black? That's it with Uber, mate. Once you go Uber, you don't go back, do you? Honestly. I've tried to go back over the years, mate, and you pick up and you just get a tramp in your car and you go, oh God, get me back to that Uber. Get me back to that Uber. Honestly. I own mine. Insurance is 150 a month, £20 a day in fuel. Perfect, mate. Perfect. The stress of renting. Hello, Leo Facey. The stress of renting is the amount of money you need to find each week before making a penny for yourself. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, mate, it's that's the pros and cons of it. Stocky, tar for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my Twitch. Nice one. It's not depreciation. You can claim capital allowances and cost of vehicle. John, I'm not a tax advisor, mate. I'm just going by accountant fella. And my accountant says, if I buy a car for 20 grand, I've still got the car, haven't I? So each month I can claim depreciation on it until I sell it. Then the loss is depreciation. Do you know what I mean? But if I've got an 800 quid a month finance, I can't whack that 800 quid a month finance off my tax bill. Do you know what I mean? Because I still own the car. I leave it to my accountant, John. I'm not a tax advisor, lad. Do you know what I mean? So saying, Robert, can you claim the cost of buying the car? No, because you own the car. It's an asset. So if you spend 20 grand on your car, but you still own your car, you haven't lost anything, have you? So it's not an expense. But as you drive the vehicle, it's depreciating, which is an expense. When you sell the vehicle and you get a loss of compared to what you purchased, is an expense because you get the money back. And that's what people say to me. Oh, I'll buy a 40 grand car, knock it off the tax bill. No tax bill for the first year. Doesn't work like that because you're still bouncing around in the 40 grand car. This is what my accountant said, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just passing on information here. Everyone at Manchester Airport, cars are getting checked. Thanks, Jason, for the heads up, lad. Morning, Serge. You all right, lad? Training for HGV license. You know what, right? People are going to me, what are you doing, gaming and stuff? I am not gaming, guys. I'm not gaming. What happens is, for me to stream from my computer to all my social media, I have to game. Or like TikTok and stuff won't allow it. So I've literally got the game on, look. Listen, if it quietens down in a bit, I'll go for a little spin. But other than that, guys, the chat's popping off. I'm trying to keep on top of everything anyway. So, yeah, I'm just going to try my best to keep up with everything, lads. But yeah, I'll have a little blast of it if I get a time. But my main focal point of these lives is trying to chat and help and get people to hang out and stuff like that. The best thing to have, in my opinion, is a strong school run. Then do Uber in and around it. Perfect, mate. Shiraz, spot on. School runs are quite hard to get though, aren't they? Sage, £4.99 from Sage. Peer character line on the side, praising his arm while saying, how's it going? Listen, thanks, Sage. Have you just given me a fiver, lad? You flipping madman. Appreciated. I can lift £1,000 working on Uber Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and doing a split shift around the school run. But I'll be driving full 10 hours and I won't see my family. School run will do well. Yeah, school runs are solid, mate. School runs or like airport transfers and stuff like that, where you've got set things in and then you can work around it. That's probably your best bet. Do you know what I mean? Let's just say £1,000 a month on rent and insurance is 1,200 grand a year. If you buy a car for £3,000 and it lasts a year without any repairs, you're £9,000 up. Do you really think a 3k car is going to cost £9,000 in repair? No, but it can do. Do you know what I mean? There is a gamble, isn't it? And also, if you're renting on £1,000 a month, it's not just the repairs, mate, you got to worry about. It's everything, your brakes, your discs, you know what I mean? DPF problems. There's loads more stuff to go wrong. And also, normally, if you're renting an expensive £1,000 a month, you're normally getting like a good hybrid or like an electric car. Where if you're buying a £3,000 cash car, then obviously it's older, it's probably a diesel, there's higher running costs, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? And also, you got to remember, mate, not every council can have an old car. And that's your big one. Old cars is a luxury for only a few councils, guys. Some councils only have 5-6 years. No, I'm not gaming. I've just got to have a game on to be able to live stream from the computer, mate. Otherwise, it wouldn't let me. Don't be wrong, I'll have a little jockey of it in a bit if needs be. But for now, I'm just chilling and having a little gab in it. But yeah, I don't even know, mate. I've played it once and I got stuck in a yard for 2 hours. But yeah, there's jobs and all that. I'll have a little look in a bit. How are you guys? You alright? Half the follows, much appreciated. Half the likes, it does help massively. There's more drivers than cars. How's that work out? Don't the cars need drivers? If you buy a new EV, you can offset 100% of the value against tax. So a 50 grand Tesla, for instance, would save you 10 grand off your tax bill in year one. See, John, I don't know if that's right, mate, with the taxis. I'm going from, you're on my big tax and all that, aren't you? I'm going from what my accountant says. And because, John, you're still in that taxi working, you haven't lost anything, have you? So it's not an expense. I don't know, mate, but I'm pretty sure, mate, I can't go out and buy a 50 grand car cash and it comes straight off my tax bill. Because it's not an expense, is it? If I buy a 50 grand car, but I own a 50 grand car and I'm working in a 50 grand car, how can you offset that as an expense? I haven't lost anything. You only offset your expenses, don't you? Hey, baby on YouTube. Hey, baby on YouTube. I'm not calling you baby, but your name's baby. Hey, babe. Hey, babe on YouTube. So, see, that's Matty. I see a lot of people moan about Uber, but they make £1,000 a week. I'm fairly new, but I'm struggling to take home 400 quid a week after expenses. Right, baby, you're bang on. Uber's perfect for people who like Uber. If you don't like Uber, don't work Uber. Do you know what I mean? So some people are loving Uber and still think it's great and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But baby, you're struggling to take home 400 quid after expenses. That's about right. Do you know what I mean? Expenses is 40-50% of our income. So if you want to take home 400, 500 quid take home, you need to do over £1,000 a week, 1,200, 1,300 quid a week, every week. Do you know what I mean? Nathan, so I earn 38.5 grand a year in my current job. Is it worth me leaving Uber to go on a taxis, or is it Nathan, do not come on the taxis if you're banking 38.5 grand. Do not come on the taxis. That's a great wage. The way to base it, Nathan, to give you an idea, mate, it's a minimum wage job. So if you want to bank 500 quid a week after your expenses, you're talking 50, 60 hours a week. So compare that to whatever you're banking, mate. But no, I wouldn't. Paul, sorry, first time on Twitch. Not a problem, Paul. Thank you for joining on Twitch. I think I missed your answer. Uber pickup airports. If I sent in express pickup and customer gets in, do you have to leave? Then and go pay the tokens, get out. So, Paul, there's no tokens, mate, at Manchester Airport. So if you get pulled into the airport, Manchester Airport, AMPR, you have to pay the toll 12 hours before midnight the next day. Sorry, you got to pay the toll midnight the next day. Online. Just Google Manchester pay toll. There's no tokens, there's no nothing. If you go into the express pickup, mate, as well, you only get 15 minutes and you actually don't, you're not meant to leave your car as well. So just be very careful. Make sure, message your Uber passenger and go, are you in the express pickup, before you go in. Do you know what I mean? That's the best bet, I'd say. I wouldn't go into the express pickup until you know your customers are there waiting for you, mate. Hi, Christian. Why you say if you don't like Uber, stop working for Uber? So you agree Uber should pay us this dirty fees? No, mate, but what I'm trying to say is people are really upset with themselves and they're getting down in the dumps and everything else over Uber. And I'm just saying, mate, if you don't like Uber, just go and find something else. Uber's just a supplier of work, mate. So just go somewhere else and just earn money. Do you know what I mean? I just don't see people's hang up on fighting and trying to get extra money out of Uber. Uber's doing Uber. They've always have done Uber. They're getting worse. They're following America. Pound a mile, 80p a mile soon. We all know nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen. So that's what I try and say, Christian. I don't agree with what Uber's doing. Do you know what I mean? That's why I've left Uber. And all I suggest to people, if you are happy with Uber, stay with Uber. If you're not happy with Uber, leave Uber. Do you know what I mean? That's all I suggest, mate. I don't agree with what Uber's doing and the fees and everything else, mate. I'm just saying to you, to make yourself happy, just leave if you want to leave. Do you get me? If you're in a good job, hours earning good money, stay in it, unless you get a school run and a decent work run around the hours. This job's an unsociable job if you want to earn decent money. Yeah, it's spot on, Liam. That's it. If you're in a really good paying job, you're mental to coming into this trade. Do you know what I mean? If you're in a minimum wage job and you want to be a bit more flexibility, then yeah. John, there's tokens at Terminal 3. Right. He was on about the express pickup in T2, I think, mate. There's no express pickup in T3, is it? Just a pickup zone. So I think he was on about T2. But yeah, there's Terminal 3. There's tokens still at Terminal 3. But it's very rare you get picked up at Terminal 3 now, innit? Because all the airlines run out of T2. I'm actually just done a job as a share job. It was £20. Went to the pickup. First job up. It was 1.2 miles away from my home. Picked him up. Second job, that was about 1.5 miles away. But then he cancelled. So the other first person who I picked up was going 5-6 miles. Dropped him off to his destination and got paid £6 with a total mileage of 9 miles. They didn't even calculate the calculation of the other person. The share job. How does that even work out? Mate, that is mental. Wow. Abdul, have you put a little complaint in? See if they can adjust it. That's awful, mate. PH Industry, about 8 years, mate. Something like that. Mixture of locals, airports and Uber. You right, P on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I don't think there is no tokens anymore. I haven't used them anyway. Every time I've been like pay online. Yeah, I think he's right. I think T3 still got tokens, but no one ever goes to tokens. I don't think. The T3 is very rare now, isn't it? Is it just Ryanair T3? Because I know they've closed loads, mate. Do Uber taxi drivers earn more than Uber Eats delivery drivers? I'm currently working for Uber Eats delivering, considering Uber taxi. So, Danny, you earn more on the taxis, but you have more expenses. Do you know what I mean? So, if you work on Uber Eats, you might have less expenses. So, it depends on your situation. Depends on how many hours you're working, what area you're working, and stuff like that. If you're doing full-time Uber Eats, you might be better off on Uber taxis. But if you're working Uber Eats part-time, stay on Uber Eats part-time. Not worth coming over to the taxis for that part-time, mate. Too many expenses and stuff like that, lad. John, you can apply for a concession card at Manchester Airport. It only costs you £3 per visit. That's true, John. Are they allowing... Hey, John, are they allowing to take on now? Because I remember he paused it, didn't he? I remember a while back they paused new concessions. Are they allowing them back on now, John? I've got my HGV licence, but I've just got my taxi licence. I'm dreading starting my first taxi day. You be sound, mate. You be sound. Just be chill. Be friendly. Be nice. You'll have a good... Yeah, you be sound, mate. But just remember, don't pack in your HGV job. Try it beforehand, mate, because your HGVs, mate, I mean, your taxis isn't for everyone. Do you know what I mean? P, if you wait in a designated Uber waiting area until they are ready to wait and then be picked up. That's the best option, P. Stay near the airport, but don't go in until they're literally ready. Any tips for working Alpha, mate? I've tried the early morning work rush and I've ended up taking jobs when I'm stuck in traffic and I end up with terrible hourly and I find more money starting at 2 p.m. Yeah, so the 2 rush hours, baby. The morning rush hour, the afternoon rush hour is where you make the most money. But it's where the most hassle is. Traffic, no-shows, problems. You take a route, you're stuck for 20 minutes. It's a gamble, your rush hours. The dead hours between rush hours and rush hour through the day is normally no traffic, but it is pretty rubbish. So if you don't have any worries about anything, I know a lot of people like working from 6 p.m. They miss the rush hour, they miss the traffic, and then you get people going here and everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, your 2 p.m. start right through to midnight might be a good little shift for you. Your morning rush hours and your afternoon rush hours, the traffic's mental. Hello, Sporty. All right, mate. Hope you're well, brother. Can you suggest a good settle hire company in Liverpool? So I've had experience with myself personally, Liverpool Van Hire. I think they're pretty good. Your settle buy company in Liverpool is probably Car and Cab. What else you got, guys? Berry Street. Is it Aintree Settle? Yeah, there's a few of them, but Liverpool Van Hire is the main settle one, like that I know of. That's who I used to settle from, mate. More expenses and more DIC DS. We all on it, lad. 100%. I'd rather deliver food. If I can afford to, I'd rather deliver food than people. 100%, mate. Because I can guarantee you the Mackies are smelling nicer than the sweaty kid on the back. Oh, you got your concession card in September, John? Right, so they are taking them on then. Sound. I've had mine for years, mate, so I knew he stopped it for a while, didn't he? When are you playing the game? Mate, I'll have a little blast of it if you want. HGVs pay 100% more unless you're doing 70 hours a week. Is it worth me jumping on exec currently and just doing Uber X? I've said this before, mate. It depends where you live. It depends what you're into and stuff like that. But normally, if you're going into an exec vehicle, it's normally more expenses. So if you're not getting much exec work, it's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? If you want to earn extra money, maybe have a look at like a hybrid 7-seater to get your Uber XL or something like that, mate. Yeah, John, spot on, mate. Well worth the concession card at Man Air, innit? Can't get a Liverpool settle car. No one has any. Are the settle cars drying up, David? It might be because of the new car prices and stuff. They're just dead expensive now, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So is it quite hard to get settle cars? Let me have a quick nose. I want to see what jobs are on the list. Yeah, I think, like I said, mate, I've said loads. I don't think Uber's gonna ever change the ways. I don't think it's ever gonna get better. Do you know what I mean? If you wake up in the morning and you're happy and you go online with Uber and you enjoy your job and you feel happy, crack on with Uber and do great. Do you know what I mean? If you're not happy and you hate the way Uber's doing and what's happening, look at something else. That's what I'd recommend. Do you know what I mean? I think that's definitely the best option. Because in the end, even though some jobs we don't really like, you still got to kind of enjoy them, don't you? Do you know what I mean? To have the likes and follows, guys, appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? You've still got to enjoy your job to a certain degree. And I think, yeah, I think we need to enjoy them. But I know loads of people go to me, why aren't you getting behind the strikes? Why aren't you starting a strike? I went, because some of my community actually enjoy Uber. They enjoy Uber. It works perfect for them. So I'm not going to start trying striking and changing stuff when they're happy. And I know other people aren't happy. That's why I always stay Switzerland with the strikes. Don't get behind them. Not against them. Not for them. Do you know what I mean? In Manchester, any exec work in Manchester? Probably more exec work in Manchester than Liverpool, mate, because Manchester's like a mini London, isn't it? Alpha, oh yeah, David, this is why I love this chat and we all come together. Alpha settle cars available, but you've got to work for them exclusively though. So David, if you want to get a settle car, mate, try and jump on with Alpha. Probably your best bet for local company, mate, if you're going to do it. And it's better than nothing, isn't it, mate? The basis phone holders, mate, I promise you, I've got two. I'm not lying to you, the boss. I've done a couple of videos on the TikTok. Go check them out, mate. They're brilliant. Spot on. Hi, Matty, new follower, airport and local cabbie in Blackpool. Nick, thanks for joining, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you to join the community. This place, we literally hang out, talk, gab, share stories, share advice. Someone was looking for a settle company in Liverpool and someone else in the comments helped them out. And that's what I love about these live streams, mate. I'm really enjoying them lately. Do you know what I mean? They're getting the community together, talking, sharing, having fun. That's what it's all about. Oh, Jonathan, you dirty bugger. 730 diesel M Sport. Yes, lad. I love my 730, mate. It's a thirsty beast, but I love the 7 Series, mate. Lounge on, comfortable, lovely. My accountant says in 2 years' time, target for digital tax will go down to 30k a year. Yes, so it starts at 50, then tapers down. But realistically, mate, it's income. We're all going to be tax made digital, lad. Do you know what I mean? HGV is okay. TJ Morris, 24 quid an hour. Nice. I was HGV for 30 years, 54 hours a week, nights, phone, lad. Last minute, weekends, take home, 2,900 a month after tax. I still prefer Uber. That's what I mean, Paul. People come from the HGVs. They know they're going to get a pay cut, aren't they? They know they're going to lose out on money. But they come over for the flexibility and the self-control, work when they want, have a lie in. That's why they come over to. But people just got to be prepared. If you're coming from the heavy goods to the taxi, you're in unless a taxi driver can't bank more than the heavy goods. I just can't see it. Not what I've seen anyway. All right, Sonny, how are we, mate? I am renting, but I've got an exec car, personally, that I can plate. 3 litre, so not fuel efficient, that's why I'm asking. Mars, if your exec car's nice, as soon as you stick a plate on that car, mate, it drops 40% in value. People aren't aware of that. So be very careful, mate. If you stick a plate on that 3 litre diesel exec car for Uber exec, I think you're mad. I really do. 14 plates, 35,000 miles, absolute dream. 33 mile per gallon. It's a thirsty beast, innit? Mine's 60,000 miles, 2013 plate. So I think we've got the same shape, Jonathan. Silver, cream interior, mine. Lovely, mate. Like sitting in my nan's living room. Oh, while you're driving. Nice little rubble. Lovely, mate. Wait there, 530E, and I get around 27 mile per gallon. How are you getting 27 mile per gallon out of a 30E? Because is that the electric hybrid petrol? Damn. Heavy. Stuart on Facebook as well. To settle, Alpha Garage in Knowsley on Wilson Road and Heighton. They have settle cars as well. Ring Stee in there. So by the looks of it, guys, if you are looking for settle cars in Liverpool and the big companies haven't got any, Alpha's got some. But I'm assuming you've got to work for Alpha, Stuart, yeah? Yeah, the Corollas are bulletproof, mate. 230 a week Corolla, 22 plate, 61 mile per gallon. Belter. All right, Gav on Facey, how are we, mate? Private Eye of Scotland, I've been doing it for 1.5 years. Best move I've made. Pick and choose hours, great school contact, paid to drive in my own car. Ideal for me, to be honest. Nothing worse than waking up in the mornings, go to a job you hate. Life's too short. That's crap. Gav, you're loving Uber, you're loving the taxis, you're loving Private Eye. Crack on, mate. Brilliant news. And that's what I say. If you're loving it, love it. If you're hating it, get out of it. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it make you miserable. Do you know what I mean? People have been saying if you do regular insurance after deplating it, it no longer shows as an ex-taxi, true or false. Oh, God. Let me find out 2 seconds, my good old friend. How do I minimize? I am actually quite crap at computers. Where are we? Give me 2 seconds. New window. Car tax checker. I'm checking now. 1 sec. Start. Sorry, it's clean air checker, isn't it? Clean air checker. Let me just check my car now. I think that's me, Reg. Can't remember. That's my car, guys. Don't know if you can see it. Taxi PHV. Currently, my car is on private insurance. I've had a couple of months off in the quiet months to get all my ducks in order. So I'm currently on private insurance, mate. So I think that is a rumour. I don't think it's correct, matey. Unless it's on a time frame. But by the looks of it, mate, I think they know as well. You know, if you do like a history check, even if it doesn't show on the Clean Air Zone checker, they can still check. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Paul, honestly, mate, so if you go to the express pickup on Terminal 2, yeah, just don't forget to pay the toll online. You just Google Manchester Pay Toll and then put your reg details in and click and pay your toll. Do that tomorrow, just don't forget it, mate. Or do it after your job. Yeah, check again after 6 months, yeah. To be honest, I don't know if I'm going to crack on with the private eye still. I don't know what I'm doing yet. At the moment, I'm just busy with the airport company and the content and everything else. I can't believe you're getting 27 mile per gallon and 530E for solo. That's mental. Time for all the likes and follows, guys. Much appreciated. It helps out massively, honestly. So thank you for all jumping in. So, yeah, send me it, lad. Right, listen. Are we going to do a little job over? Liverpool to London. Cardiff to Cambridge. Liverpool to Glasgow. Mate. What are we doing here? Yeah, Mikey, that's your shout, actually, mate. If you start doing the airports regularly, don't forget that you can set up an account so auto pays. That's a shout, that, mate. Mikey, I've got that set up myself. I bought a Hyundai Ioniq plug-in for Uber 3 years ago. It's been brilliant. Pay 175 quid a month for it. My insurance is 100 quid a month. And my car has now done 170,000 miles. And all I've had to change is the 12-volt battery. Mike, that's unbelievable, lad. Fair play to you. 100 quid insurance. How are you getting that? Hi, everyone. Time for comments, time for likes. I'll try and keep on the comments as much as I can, but there is a lot of them, guys. How are you paying 100 quid a month? I mean, that's impressive, that, lad. Right, where are we going, guys? Liverpool to London. Got to start off from Liverpool, surely, haven't we? Liverpool to Edinburgh. It's a trek, that, mate. Yes, boys. I'm not going to London. It's a mission. Glasgow. Yeah. Ah, man, I'd love to know who you're getting insured for 100 quid. Shall I go to London? Ah, mate, where's this? This is not in Liverpool. Me, I'm just driving a truck while I'm talking to you because if I don't live stream a game, they won't let me stream on TikTok and stuff. So I've got to live stream a game while I'm gabbing, or otherwise they won't. Otherwise they won't let me live stream. It's a joke. But that's just for in the background, guys. Baby's saying it can't be higher in reward for £100. Surely not. I know. I'm thinking 100 quid's pretty cheap, isn't it? 100 quid insurance, that's pretty cheap, that. I'm going. Oh, for solo, you're quitting soon, mate. Tired of the job. Nightmare, lad. Yes, I've quit as a chef in Hackney. Now I'm an instructor. Driving instructor, lad. Fair play, mate. Fair play is right, lad. Gary got a 2017 730 diesel. and it averages 31 mile per gallon around town. So you're in the new shape, Gary, aren't you? You're in the Euro 6 engine, aren't you? I'm in the Euro 5 engine, the older one. I turn the engine on, it cost me about 30 quid. Do you know what I mean? But you're doing well there, lad. 31 mile per gallon, I'll take that, Gary, any day. I work out my school running in a Model 3. I'm using 32 kilowatts per day, door to door, 7p per kilowatt, off peak is £2.24. I rounded up to £2.50 to account for charging resistance and losses. It's a win-win, chicken dinner. £2.24, so £2.50 a day. That's mental. First time doing a taxi, I paid 3,400 quid a year on a V-Class. Driving instructor, lad. Yes, he's right. He's right. I'm going to be a bad jockey now. Bum, 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 bum. This is more driving I've done in real life. My first taxi insurance was £2.5 grand. Second year, 1,500. Third year due next month. Paul, it might actually be up, you know, mate. It might actually go up. Sometimes it goes up. Certain years, it's a joke, lad. Just got a quote for a Model 3 long range from Freeway. 1,300 quid high in reward. Thought that was a steal for a Group 50. Gav, that's unreal, mate. The only place I could get a cheap insurance for, mate, with my Tesla Model S, but I think it's more expensive than the Freeze, was Acorn. So I don't know if you got a quote with Acorn, mate. Have a little quote there. 1,300 quid, though, for a Model 3 is mental. That's crazy. Are you quitting taxis and going on the lorries? No. No, mate. So when I'm live streaming off my PC, I kept on getting told off because I weren't gaming. And then it would cut the stream off because I wasn't gaming. It was just my face. So I've literally play a game in the background while we're talking. Otherwise, they'll cut my stream off. Honestly. So I've chose this game because I can just... Look how easy the game is, watch. Hey, I literally got to drive this heavy goods here. And it's easy as that. I can pause it whenever I want. I had a little go with this yesterday and nearly flipped it. Honestly. Game's flipping mental. Yeah, green light. I keep getting fined though for speeding. Do you know what I mean? I keep getting fined for speeding. That's what's doing me head in. And I keep crashing as well. But yeah. Honestly, it's crazy that I've got to play games, mate, to stream. It's mad. Learn it, lad. Honestly. I got this game yesterday or the day before, so I'm awful at it. It's just a Euro... What's it called, guys? Euro Simulator 2, I think. Yeah, it's got a controller on it, mate, yeah. GTA 5. Lad, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get GTA 5 as well. And I'm going to rob a taxi. And just do taxi trips while we're talking. Oh, lad, the crazy taxi game. Lad, I'll play that crazy taxi game any day. Belter game, lad. But yeah, I just thought to myself, if I'm going to play anything, I might as well do a car related, innit? I'm probably controlling a Waymo in the USA. I don't think it works like that. But I might be. Look, the sat-nav, I don't even know where this is. Manchester or Birmingham. Where am I going, guys? Be Birmingham, won't it? Hey, I wish I had street knowledge. Wait, if I'm going to London, am I coming off here? Oh god, why am I playing this flipping game? Headlight usage offence, 100 quid. I don't even know how to put my headlights on. Oh guys, I keep getting fined for using my headlights. Let me know if you play this game, how'd you turn your headlights off? Oh, I keep getting fined, I've got my headlights on. Oh god, this is why I don't flip and play games like this. Morning, mate. How are we, Andy? Hope you're at least £20 an hour on this HEV. Mate, honestly, you're going to hate me, Andy, because I've got more accounts coming. DM Airport transfers, driving Matty, and now this. Hey, look, lad, 7-day profit at the top, 7 grand. I'm making pure coin, mate. Is that Hackney from the shorts comment still hounding you, Matty? Like cracking me up in his defo free. Lad, he's watched me for years. And I mean years, mate. I think he's just on the wind up. But he honestly got me, he comments and he's been with me for like 4 or 5 years, mate, honestly. Yeah. He just winds up, lad. He's that Hackney on the wind up. Head to Manchester Airport pickup. Go to T2, yeah. Lad, honestly. Does anyone know to turn the headlights off? Seriously, if anyone played this game. Oops. I don't know how to turn the headlights off, guys. Oh, God. You're not retiring. Hello, Thomas. How are we, mate? Yes, lad. Just on the way to London. But I need to turn the headlights off. And I don't know how. Oh crap, just put my handbrake on the motorway. Ah! There had to be wipers. Oh God. Press Control Alt Delete. Oh my God, I haven't heard that one before. Control F4. Funny, aren't you? Lad, I'm going to services a minute. Have I hit my taco yet? Can I go on the services? You quitting Uber 2026, easy? How do you get working for DM Transfers? So DM Airport Transfers, mate. DM Transfers is a Turkish company. But we're good for drivers now, mate. We're good for drivers. Yeah, see, be real. If you're going to make a joke, at least get your facts right, lad. Trying to get me to kill my lovely lorry. Oh crap. Don't read your phone while driving. Matty, 4D AI cameras are being installed around Yorkshire. It's getting very dystopian. You'll get fined for farting in your car soon. Mate, those AI cameras, mate. Those AI cameras are getting out of control. Like, seriously out of control, mate. They can look into your car from the sky, can't they? And see if you're on the phone or you haven't got your seatbelt or nothing like that. Mate, the AI camera stuff now is getting out of control. One of the New York Uber drivers got in touch with me on Wednesday's live stream, and she said, by law, the New York Taxi and Limousine Commission need all Uber drivers to have AI dash cams, but the AI dash cams is looking at the driver, and if you yawn, the camera shouts at you and gives you the warning and everything, mate. Honestly, the AI technology is getting out of control. Driving like a Wolverhampton driver. Lad, I've just got a stream, haven't I? Otherwise I get cut off. Matty, do you even drive taxis anymore? Are you a full-time influencer? So Scooby at the moment, mate, having a break from the cabs because not for the influence and stuff, for the content, for running the airport company. So I'm dead busy delegating, mate, and sorting all the company out and invoices and all that. So I'm more of a business owner now than a taxi driver. I'm still plated in that, mate, but I pulled away from it a bit. Do you know what I mean? For now. And then I just come live streaming and stuff and have a little gab with you guys. Yeah, it's very quiet, mate, this time of year, mate. I'm getting the odd little bookings and that, mate, but the bookings are coming through for like summer and end of the year and stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, how do you turn my headlights off? Does anyone play this game? How do you turn my headlights off? Because I keep getting fined for having my headlights on. Right there. I'm going to have to figure this out. Because otherwise I'm going to have no money left off my job. But yeah, F4. Adjust mirrors. Yeah, adjust lights. Parking lights, low beam, high beam. You know, dude. Yes, guys. So this is the Euro Flight Simulator. No, Euro Truck Simulator 2, I think. I don't know, like. Do you know what it was? I was live streaming to all my social medias, and TikTok kept on jibbing me off because I weren't gaming. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to throw a game on the stream. It'll be it'll be solitaire one day. And I'll be literally sat here playing Spider Solitaire on the computer. But it's just so I can still go live, do you get me? That's all it is, mate. But I'll go on GTA, I'll play any game, really. Because, really, it's just be chilling in the background. Matty should be doing an occasional Uber challenge or maybe collaborate with Denny. Mate, I've on the card to get Denny on the stream, mate. To be honest, he seems like a really nice lad. Challenges and stuff, I've done them, mate. I've done them to death. If you watch me, like, over the years, mate, I've been doing this for 7, 8 years. YouTube, stuff like that. And I've done every type of video, every type of content and head-to-head challenge and everything else, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just done with all that type of stuff, mate. Just do a few shorts a day. Keep the algorithm ticking over and everything good. And then mostly I've got to focus on the airport company, mate. Do you know what I mean? Trying to keep on top of that's what's stressing me out and killing me. I've got to go to car and cab care soon. I've got 2 reviews coming over the weekend, which I can't wait to get my hands off. Is it the PV5, Kia PV5, and the EV4 Fastback? I've got them 2 reviews coming on the YouTube channel. I can't wait to have a look at the PV5. That is the future of airport transfers, guys, I'm telling you. The Kia PV5. Full electric minibus. Definitely. Yeah, let me show you the PV5. It's ugly. I don't even know what... Wait. What am I doing? Nope. Wait. Nope. Can you tell I'm not that good at computers? I don't know if you can tell. How do you get me... there we go. New window. There we go. Kia PV5. So this is what I'm going to review. This is what I'm going to review, Sean's, today. The rain's a bit crap, but this is what I'm going to review. So at the moment, they're only selling it for 5 seats. But they're going to bring out a 7-seater option in the future. 250-mile range. Mid-30s. Mid-30s, by the way. That is a good price for the size of a car like that, isn't it? How much do you reckon the rent will be on that? I'm not too sure, Gunner. I'll find out all the information, mate. Hello, Uber Phil on TikTok. Thank you for joining again. Do you know what I mean? So this is what I'm going to review today. Looking forward to it. See if we can get the interior up. Look at that. Boots massive. It looks boss, mate. Full electric. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Just had if you ever have a DPF issue with one of your cars, I'm getting a repair quote of £3,000. Hold on a minute. Anyone tuning in here? I haven't had a diesel DPF problem in years. So guys, listen. Uber Phil has got a DPF problem, right? And he's getting quoted £3,000. £3,000 to get his DPF sorted. Now listen, community, everyone who's watching. Is he getting robbed or what? Someone's saying I could get the DPF welded. I know people get the DPF removed, but then you got problems with like emissions and getting the MOT and stuff. Yes, Phil, you're getting robbed. He's paid 360. Someone's put 600. Someone's put you're getting robbed, Phil. Yeah, mate, you're getting robbed by the sound of it, mate. Don't be paying £3,000 and that for DPF problems. Wag it on Facebook. So if I get finance on the car, can I claim back all payments? No. So I was paying £700 a month in finance, car finance for the Tesla Model S. And I was only claiming I think, 180 quid of that in interest. And then I was claiming a couple £100 in depreciation. Seriously, mate. You can't claim the total amount up. So you can only claim the interest you're paying on the finance. That's correct, Gav. Nice one, mate. What hours do you work, bro? I work 7 days a week, mate. Hammered. I was working until midnight last night, getting jobs sorted at East Midlands Airport. 7 days a week, baby. This is, honest to God, right, I'm not even messing. This is my downtime. My phone is being ignored. I have got 3 missed calls, 14 WhatsApps and 5 emails since I've been on this chat. This is my have some time with the lads, a little catch up with the community and have a little break from work. Because as soon as I'm off this live stream, mate, I'm back on my phone. Doesn't stop, lad. Doesn't stop. So a DPF Terra clean is 300 quid. Also, most likely have an AdBlue leak or you're not letting it auto-regen enough. Direct from Vauxhall too. Yeah, so if that's from Vauxhall, mate, probably why it's so expensive, lad. So to try a normal garage, not local garage. Uber is done, the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking for drivers, mate. Uber's not done. Uber as a company is doing really well, isn't it? Black Cabby told me Uber is giving better rates and most of their workers from Uber now. I don't know, you know. I like that you're a hustler. Mate, I'm a flipping grafter, me, lad. This is my downtime, this, while I'm chilling with you guys. Don't stop, mate. Don't stop. That's why I've had to pack the cabs in temporary, mate. Just while I get all my ducks in order. Trying to get this flipping airport company in order. It's a nightmare. You're better off buying an EV second hand and claiming 20% off that car value each year until you reach zero. Or just go to EV and claim the mileage allowance if you can charge your home. Yes, spare change. That's your best bet, mate. Hello, mate. Matty. How do you work out your depreciation yearly? What column does it go on the tax return? So, the depreciation and stuff, mate, is my accountants. I haven't got a clue about depreciation, fella. No idea. Ah, Phil. I had the cleaning guy to come to my house. DPF cleaning guy, by the way, not someone hoovering. 150 quid call out. But he wouldn't clean the DPF because he said the DPF is cracked. So Uber Phil, you need a new DPF because it's cracked. Not that you need your DPF cleaning. Is that the problem, mate? Joe on YouTube morning, first time tuning in. Thank you, Joe. Much appreciated. I'm here, mate. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around 10 a.m. till around midday. I'm going to get off about 11:30 today because I've got to go and do a few car reviews. Yes, Liam. I'm off to London, lad. I'm off to London, mate. Get on this, boys. Jockey me, lad. The only problem is it's going dark and I turn my headlights off. Sold my car, industry on its ass. Diego, how did you sell your car, mate? Did you just sell it privately or did you just whack it into We Buy Any Car and did you tell them it was a taxi or what, mate? Because I know a lot of the lads struggle to sell the cars when it's been plated. Do you know what I mean? Are you getting back in the building site? Yeah? Go on, lad. I'm taking 2 lanes because I can and it's only a game. Where can I buy that Vantrue dash cam? I need one today from a store. I'm not too sure, mate. Maybe Halfords. Somewhere like that. Well, I'd say Halfords or like Curry's or something like that. PC World. Maybe just smoke this. Yeah, look at the police there. Can I ram the police? Hey, will I get in trouble if I ram the police? Corolla Touring. Yeah, solid cars, mate. Solid cars, the Toyota Corollas, mate. You can't go wrong with them, mate. Belters. Deplated, left no signs of being a taxi. Move, busy. Quit last week, started Hackney now. Have you got any work around Leicester? No, not at the moment, Karen. Not at the moment, mate. Do work Uber anymore? No, mate. Quit Uber in September. Still do the odd taxis, the odd little airport run, but I mainly run my airport transfer business now, mate. So I'm more like admin, office-based company owner these days, matey. Busy, bang! See ya. See you later, busy. Hey, that cost me 120 quid off my job, that. See you, police. Matty, get in the first lane and stop overtaking cars. And the best place to sell my private hire vehicle, mate, is Auto Trader, mate. Also, by the way, fun fact, CarWow doesn't... So, Andy, when you're selling your car, if it asks you, has it been used as private hire or taxi, and you click no, it's fraud. So you need to kind of act dumb and sell it where it doesn't ask you. Because if it asks you and you say no and you find out, it's fraud. So you need to try and sell it somewhere if you don't ask you. Auto Trader, it's all messing about. Try CarWow, Andy. CarWow is free. You put the advert out and then they ping it to all garages across the UK. And then they bid and buy the car for you. You can set a minimum price on it. And then you just sell your car. I sold one of my Beamers a few years ago like that, mate. It was solid, you know. Yeah, CarWow. That Matt Watson guy on YouTube, does it? But yeah, give it a go, Andy. Flippin' jockey me, mate. But yeah, what do you reckon, guys? GTA 5 next. Rob some taxis. Smash some heads in. Driving in my truck today. Facebook Marketplace is where I sold my last 4 private hire vehicles. That's your shout, Ferd. That's your shout, mate. Facebook Marketplace. Do you know what I mean? Will he not back out if they find out it's been a taxi after the background check? So, Andy, I'm not too sure, mate. Right? But they probably get a background check before they bid. And 2, mate, if they come at you and say, oh, it's been used as a taxi, I go, oh, why does that matter? You know what I mean? We service them regularly. We look after them loads. So why does that matter? You know, act dumb, like. And then they might give you the counter offer or jib it off or whatever. But lads, I sold my... Remember I had that 5 Series for 3 months? And I sold that on CarWow. And some garage made the bet, like in Derby, and said, we'll pick it up next week from your house. And I said to him, mate, I want to get rid now. Can I come and drop it off? And he went, yeah. So the next day, mate, I drove down to Derby and just dropped the car off. And then they put the money in the bank. Easy as that, mate. The good thing with dealing with CarWow and garages is if there's something wrong with your car or there's a little fault and you feel a bit ass selling it to someone or you don't want them knocking on your door. Do you know what I mean? If you got like, you know the gearbox is on its way out or something like that. If you sell on a Facebook Marketplace and someone drives around the corner and the gearbox blows, you know for a fact, mate, that they'll be coming back around your house on the bounce. Do you know what I mean? Anyone seeing that mileage with no best up front? Mostly basic checks and raised red flag for PHUs. Yeah, but spare change, I wouldn't be up front about it if you don't have to be. Do you know what I mean? If they ask it or you got to tick something to be up front, then I would be up front. But I wouldn't go out my way to tell them. Do you know what I mean? Andy upgraded to a Superb, applied for my ops license. Nice. Superb, oh, I'm speeding, aren't I? Superb is one of the best, in my opinion, mate, one of the best all-round cars you can get. I love the Superbs. I've had them for years, mate. I've had 2. Sell your car on motorway. No, Michael, but doesn't motorway ask you if it's been used as a taxi or private hire? I'm sure it does, you know. And if it does, mate, then if it does, mate, and you tick no, then you're lying, aren't you, mate? And you can get you for fraud then. What's the lorry game called? Is on the App Store? No, this is called Euro Truck Simulator 2 or something like that. It's on Steam. It's on your PC. Yeah. So it just gives you something to watch, and also I need to play something while I'm streaming, or it kicks me off the stream. But it's a dead chill game. If you just want to like chill out and just forget about life, mate, you jump on the road, lad, and have a little drive, you know what I mean? I've got to deliver this parcel here, and I get €8,500 going from London to Liverpool. Did you get 30 to 40% less when you sold your BMW? No, lad, because they never knew it was plated. I sold it as private. Do you know what I mean? It only drops that much when you know it's plated. So if you, best way to do a spare change, if you go on Auto Trade, We Buy Any Car, right? If you go on We Buy Any Car and get a quote, they'll give you the quote, say 10 grand for your car. Go back through it again, and then tick it's been used as a taxi. It'll drop by about 40%. That's where they get the figure from, 30 to 40% drop, if it's used as a taxi. Matty, Carwell won't allow you to list a car that's being used as hire or reward on the platform. How do you know, Renners? Because I've actually sold mine before, and they never asked me on Carwell. What do you think of the BYD Seal 6 Hybrid? I think it's brilliant. The BYD is a solid car, mate, especially the estate. Can I be a conductor? I don't know. Do you want to be? I don't know what a conductor is. Best way to commit fraud. Is it? If they don't ask me if it's being used as a taxi or private hire, it's not fraud, is it? I don't know if it makes any difference. Why should I tell them? Do you know what I mean? You're not, when you go and sell something, do you know what I mean? If you go and sell a piano on Facebook Marketplace, you're not going to go, oh, by the way, bang me bird on that. Are you? Because if I tell them I banged my bird on the piano, it's going to drop in value, innit? Nobody wants a piano that's been banged on. Do you see my whole point? But if I was selling it on Facebook Marketplace and he come to me to see me piano and he went, hey, Matty, has anyone banged on that piano? And I lied to them. Now that's fraud. That's fraud, mate. So yes. Never grass yourself up, do you know what I mean? Act dumb. I'd buy a piano that's banged on for the smell. Oh, yes, lad. Oh, God. Did you bang your bird on the piano? Mate, do you really think I've got a piano, lad? You messing, aren't you? Beethoven and that. Oh, lad. Right, I'm nearly at London. Mate, by the way, London takes forever to get to in HGV. Bum notes. Google it. I will do, mate. Nice one. Morning, Marty. How are we, lad? Hope everyone is good today and earning plenty. Mate, if it's raining, it should be busy today if you're on Uber and that. If anyone's working today, has it been busy? Gave my missus a finger on the keyboard last night. Last May. You didn't sell it, did you? I hope you declared that. Do you know what I mean? I think, like we said, hey, in this day and age, I'll add value. Yes. As seen on OnlyFans. The famous piano. Do you know what I mean? You could probably set up a flipping Facebook profile, couldn't you? About the piano that got banged on. And just, like, put a little journey, little stories about it each day. Probably get more followers than me. The piano that got banged on. You know what I mean? Daily update. How sticky is that piano? Well, I'm getting too dark now. Stop it, guys. I'm trying to drive me HGV here. Jesus. Lane, discipline, as good as Stevie Wonder there, Matty, lad. Lad, do you know how hard it is to drive in the dark? And also, while reading comments. To be honest though, mate, I kept on getting fined, Adam, because I didn't have my headlights. I had my headlights on during the day, and I kept on getting fined, and it took me half an hour to figure out how to turn off the headlights. But yeah, I like staying in them 2 middle lanes, mate. So what are you doing now, living? What are you doing now for a living, mate, or TT full time? No, mate, I don't actually make much money from the social media, mate. I couldn't get a full-time job out of the social media. Do you know what I mean? It's like part-time income now. Running the airport company, mate, is my biggest job now, and it's taking a lot of my time up. Receipts, invoices, emails, inquiries, WhatsApps, allocating jobs, allocating drivers, dealing with crap. Do you know what I mean? That's my full-time job now. I just do the live stream just to hang out with you guys for a bit and have a little bit of time off the phone and the stuff. But I've got so many WhatsApps and missed calls and all sorts on my phone that I've got to go through. So it's a nice little break, really, to come and talk to you guys, go live on the social medias, and yeah, to have a little blast on this. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it, man. Are you live on a different app? Yeah, I'm live on all the apps. Facebook, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube. L. Oh, is it L? I don't know, mate. I've just got a new controller. Morning Sideways on Twitch. How are we, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Uber, mate. I reckon, hey, is anyone out working Uber this morning with this rain? Hey, I reckon it'd be busy this morning if you're out during the rain. I'd say. F Uber, we need to get away from them. Get away from them. No one's stopping you, mate. Get away from them. No one's got you pinned down, lad. I was thinking why you're talking to yourself. I couldn't see the comments. Yeah, mate. So if you come on the big stream like Twitch, all the comments are pulled in. TikTok has their own separate comments. They won't inject the comments into the main chat for some reason. But if you want to read the chat off everyone, I'm speeding. If you want to read the chat off everyone, mate, you got to go to one of the main streams, either YouTube or Twitch or something like that, matey. I made 130 quid, 4 AM till 9 AM, 5 hours. Over £20 an hour. I'll take that, matey. I'll take that. Very nice. Very nice. Good lad. Hackney here, bro. No Uber in our country. Flat out this morning, not stopped. Go on, lad. Good old Hackney. Hey, Sideways, are you in a Hackney car? Or are you in a WAV? Are you in like a proper Hackney, like a TX or something like that? Or are you in a Hackney car? Busy with £3.88 jobs and I'd rather go to work for home and bargains, racking cages around the back of a truck you reversed into in a residential street for £15.33, to be honest. You're not wrong, mate. This morning Sage was on for 10 minutes, 8:30 to 20 to 9. That's the classic morning rush hour Sage, innit? I call it cherry pick o'clock. So when I used to do the morning rush hour, I'd work 6:30 till 9:30, say, and I'll go out at 6:30. I go out at 6:30 and I'd work and just accept whatever job's thrown at me. Then between 8:30 and 9, I'll cherry pick a good job. Because literally you'd have half an hour of half decent price jobs, then it goes back to poo. Done it? Going out from about 2 me, hopefully it's busy. Yeah, Ben, if this weather keeps up, mate, it'll be busy. I know I shouldn't be driving, should I? Shouldn't be driving while reading. Since last week, they have dropped 35% more. Not sure how much they'll drop. Mate, it'll be under £1 a mile this year. If you look at the intercity jobs, they're under 80p. They're about 80p a mile now. The intercity jobs on Uber. So, yeah, realistically, it's just only going to get worse, matey. You're in a Skoda Superb Hackney? Belter, lad, belter. The Model 3 from 24 and onwards. Insurance starts at Group 36 for wheel drive. That's good. Tesla worked with insurance to prove Designed to be cheaper, quicker, and easy to repair. Every little helps, I suppose. Ah, so the refreshed Model 3, mate. The refreshed Model 3 is lower insurance. Surgeon Saturday, gone for hours before Liverpool game, was a belter. Yeah, mate, honestly, hit and miss, lad. Uber can be great. But like I said, mate, look at the title of this stream. And Uber drivers quitting in 2026. All legit Uber drivers staying on in 2026. You might actually see an improvement. You might actually see an improvement, guys, because all the non-legit drivers are quitting. We don't know. It's all rumours, it's all hearsay, it's all guess. But if that happens, mate, the Uber drivers that are sticking it out might actually find it being a bit better. Do you know what I mean? I quit smoking. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I used to smoke 40 a day. Then I went on the vapes for years and years and years, and I packed in the vapes. And touch wood, it's been a few years now, but no smoking, no vaping, nothing. Oh my god, look at this turn. Oh my giddy aunt. Jesus Christ. What a horrible turn that was. I got an interview next week, me hopefully going part-time with Uber. Go on, Ben. What's your interview for, mate? What are you doing? It's never going to get better, mate. Uber are very greedy. Oh, crap. Sorry, Volvo. Yeah, but to be honest, mate, you're kind of right, yeah. Realistically, if there's less drivers, they're just going to take more money, do you reckon, if the rates go up? We don't know, lad. We have to just wait and see, won't we? Move, car. Mate, is that a Dacia Duster? Have you seen them Ford Maxi cabs? Yeah, mate. They're nice, aren't they? It's expensive, aren't they? I've had loads of Uber drivers who have said they are quitting mainly because they make tax digital. And all the bookkeeping work they have to do. Andy, 100%. Right, guys, listen. If you're in here and you haven't known me accountant pops in and out, right? So my accountant's come out and he has said that a lot of his clients are quitting the taxis because of Make Tax Digital and how difficult it's going to be. I've just been caught speeding, Andy. Just been caught speeding. Damn. Your fault, Andy. But yeah, that's what I thought was happening, mate. Shall I come off, get some juice? Gonna go half a tank, haven't I? Where's the petty station gone? Oh, is this the delivery? Stop it. Look at that Dacia Duster. One sec. Andy, let me get back to the challenge. Just park up, boys. Go on. What a delivery. Successful. Beautiful. Excellent. And I crashed into a policeman, by the way. And I got about 400 fines from traffic lights and speeding and all sorts. We need protests outside of their hubs. Mojo, you don't, mate. Stop protest. It's boring now. the strikes are boring. I see loads on TikTok. A new strike here. It's boring. Stop it. No like. No latte. Just leave. You can't write a speeding ticket off against tax, unfortunately, Matty. That was my plan as well, lad. Hey, people said heavy goods don't pay well, lad. I'm just saying it's €5,839. Hey? I'm going to join a kebab shop as a manager, better than Uber. Yeah, mate, bell to that, lad. You'd be fat though if all the free kebabs, innit? You still got the Tesla, fella. So I got rid of the Model S, didn't I? Voluntarily terminated that, mate. And then I've got a Model 3, the private car. And I've got the 7 Series Beamer, which I might be getting rid of soon. My accountants told me I've got to get rid of it. Because my expense will be... My depreciation that I lose will be a taxi expense before April. But yeah, the Model 3 is fantastic. To be honest, mate, I've been looking at a cheap second-hand Model 3. I have, mate. Because the wife nicks our Model 3 for work. So I'm looking at a cheap Tesla Model 3, mate. There's some high mile car now for like 10 grand and that, 12 grand. Cheap enough parked up, mate. Really cheap to run. Because even though the Beamer, mate, is not being used as much these days, I'm still putting 60 quid a week in diesel. So there's 250 quid a month just in diesel. Do you know what I mean? I can part X the Beamer, get a little bit extra finance for the Model 3, and it'll cost me pennies to run it. Do you know what I mean? I bet on YouTube, how are we, mate? Yeah, far too much nonsense in this job now. For the money, we're absolutely farcical now. Farcical? It's a little bit above my education, that lone lad. Farcical. Farcical. Matty on Twitch. Topic comes up time and time again. Either take your work off Uber or don't. Don't complain about your personal life choices. Uber will always and will have never-end supply of unskilled drivers happy to work for them. What's insurance like on the Model 3? So, my wife's on it, and she's got no claims, nothing like that. So, for the both of us, it's about 70 quid a month. Private car. Matty, out of curiosity, what year did I first sub? I'm not too sure, you know, mate. It's been a while now, like. All right, Jack, how are we, mate? Makes a living out of talking to a camera. I can't read basic English. Listen, Adam, I will slap you out of this chat if you carry on. How is that basic English? I've never used that in a term. Farcical. Farcical. Oh.
Farcical. Farcical.
Farcical. Daniel super chatted. Thank you very much, matey. How much can an Uber driver in Merseyside make per annum? So, mate, the best way to work it out, or the best way you can look at it, is you got to do around 50 hours, really, full-time minimum. And you're probably banking it's minimum wage, really. So, if you do 50 hours, you got to earn about £1,000, 1,200 quid. And then after all your expenses, you bang about a 500 quid a week. Something like that, or 50 hours. Maybe 600 quid a week. Something like that. Do you know what I mean? It is, at best, a minimum wage job, but it is flexible, mate. Do you get me? So it depends what you're into and what you need. Personally, some people love Uber and it's brilliant for them. Personally, some people hate Uber and it's not good for them. So it just depends on your personal situation, Daniel, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? And much appreciated for the super chat, mate. Nice one. All good, Jack. All good, Jack. Farcical. And I've got it here, lad, look.
Farcical.
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 Farcical. Where's that original comment? I want to read it in that accent. I've lost it. It was something about farcical, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, far too much nonsense in this job now. For the money we are. Absolutely.
Farcical.
Farcical now. You see, you learn something new every day. Every day, you learn something new, kid. Marty might not be able to claim speeding tickets against tax, but it is a professional forum sometimes. So can claim the £4.99 for the channel against tax as it's a work resource. Andy, so Martin and a few others in this chat subscribe to me on YouTube, right? It's £4.99 a month. Yeah? To support the channel, they get in the WhatsApp, and obviously they become a bit more part of the community, right? Andrew, is that a tax write-off? Because if you're going to be paying too much tax, guys, I will do you a favour and let you join the YouTube membership. It's a £5 a month, and it comes off your profit. Martin, thank you for pointing that out, by the way. So, Andy, please confirm, is it a tax write-off for these lads? But definitely get professional advice from your financial advisor, 100%. That's why my accountant comes in here. My accountant loves it, mate. He just won't come on my stream, will he? That's the problem. He won't come on my stream. Do you know what I mean? I've got to keep the game on, otherwise I'll get kicked off the flipping live. So annoying. No worries, Daniel. Thank you for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. Andrew, by the way, in the comments has said to you, Daniel, that's like asking how long is a piece of string. The more hours, the more money. Yeah, but it depends on what vehicle you're going to go in, your personal situation. It is a hard thing to gauge, mate. But as a guesstimate, it's about minimum wage after your earnings, matey. Professional resources claimable. Go on. Still loving the life on the HGVs. How's work going? Oh, mate, are you smashing on the HGV still? Go on, Jack. Sound, mate, sounds. Running the airport company. Keeping busy. Coming live, gabbing to the peeps. I've just figured out which Jack you're at as well. Legend, lad. I have not seen you in a good minute. If Uber does this without errors, then those with nothing to hide need no fear. Let those who receive benefits don't disclose their income fear. Exactly. Sorry, that took a while to settle that. Time for likes and follows, guys. Much appreciated. You gang of bloody legends, mate. It's 25 past 11, guys. Listen, if you're going to subscribe to the YouTube, I'll do it now so I can thank you in person. Because I'm going to have to go because I've got some cars to review, baby. Kia PV5 incoming on the YouTube and Kia EV4 Fastback. I will get them live tonight. They'll go live for the members only. They get early access to a couple of the videos. And then it'll be going live to Joe Public. Probably Saturday, Sunday or Sunday, Monday. I haven't decided yet. DB, find me a taxi driver who does their accounts legit. Yeah. Commuter, if that's a genuine tax write-off, count me in. I wonder if Mr. Andrew Neri, accountant, would agree. Andy, will you confirm if it's a tax write-off, lad? Because some of these lads will actually be good in the WhatsApp group. It'll actually bring some like really good mix-up content in the WhatsApp group. Because sometimes the WhatsApp group gets a bit salty. Especially with the likes of Adam in there. Mr. Miserable. Andy. Mate, seriously, you're not going to confirm it before I go. Mean, innit? Mean. I don't know if it's a tax write-off or not. Martin said it is. You've replied, Andy? Where? Oh yeah, sorry, Andy. I missed it. Guys, Andrew Neary has put in as my accountant. If you want to join my membership and it's a need for your job. Oh, no, it's not. And it's a need for your job like a license, then yes. But a subscription to you is no. Andy, you could have boxed me off there, lad, couldn't you? Andy could have lied for the sake of the public. So what he's saying is, no, it's not a tax write-off for a membership to support me. But in my opinion, if you ignore the accountant, you need to join this membership because I teach you how to do the job. So it's like a guide, isn't it? It's like a tutorial, online tutorial. So he's saying you're not a professional resource. God damn it, Andy. What a mean guy. What a mean guy. Well, listen, boys, it's been emotional, but I've got to get me bum over to the Whittle to get this car reviews done. So it's been emotional. It's been a good stream. It's been popping off. I love it. If you let me know in the comments when this goes live, if there's any other games that you think I should have on in the background. Because I'm not a gamer streamer. I will not be going down the route of gaming and streaming. I like talking. I like advising. I like people coming together and asking questions. The game is just in the background so I can stream to the computer. Do you know what I mean? Today, I've been able to stream to TikTok from my computer for the first time. and I've had all the comments in front of me on TikTok, so it's brilliant. But I've got a game to do it, or have a game on. Do you know what I mean? I'll throw solitaire out or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm not bothered. But listen, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thanks for all the likes and follows and support to the channel. And I'll be back Monday, 10 a.m-ish. Sometimes I get on at 9:45. All right, you gang of legends. Thank you very much. It's been emotional. Love you. Bye.